Hey everyone, it's Taylor from Pinnacle Landing Lot Show. Just want to do a quick video covering the Gilbert Engineering HD trim package you can get from them. Just kind of going over how it works and what everything you need, what comes with it. So you have the strip here. This is a 4-foot strip, and you have the backer plate. This will come on the end over here and will attach here with zip ties. As you see, the holes match up, and you can add multiple ones. I'll show on the house how that kind of works. And then on the corners, you have 2 pieces that go with the corner. So you have the actual corner piece that's on the top, it's kind of zip tied on top here, and then you have the corner backer piece, and that's where the corner backer piece will come to the back of the trim, and it's kind of same as the backer, and you would zip tie through those 4 holes there to get the backer to attach to the trim. The way that I'm mounting, there's several different ways you can mount this. One way that I found to be good is using the Mattos EZ Mounts. So this is what the EZ Mount looks like here. It's pretty small, not a big footprint or anything like that. With the screw itself to put it onto the trim, the top of it comes off. I have the 10 millimeter Coro trim, so for me, I have to take these little rubber washers off right here. Take those off, and you take a 5/16 drill bit, and you just drill out one of these holes, either the bottom or the top, it doesn't matter. You can trim those out so the actual screw will go through that hole into the surface that you're mounting on. So this is kind of how it works when it's actually on. So as you can see, you have the strip coming down here, and then it meets up with another strip just to finish off that run. You have a backer piece right there that connects the 2 together. And then as you come down here, you have the corner backer piece here and the actual corner piece itself, and everything kind of zip ties together. One thing that I've found that really helps, especially when you have this custom run, so as you can see, that's a full piece as it comes. And then as you get down here, this is a cut piece that I cut myself to kind of finish off the run. One thing that you can do to kind of help match the holes up with the backer piece is just take another backer piece and the corner piece, go ahead and zip tie it together, and then you just turn over backwards. So the backer piece kind of sits just like this on there, okay? And if it's on the end, if you put that backer piece up, see how it meets perfectly with a regular piece? So if you have a cut piece that doesn't have holes, so if you have, like this is gone right here, and you just have that piece, if you put this up against it and you take a drill bit and drill those holes out, it's going to perfectly match up when you put the actual backer piece on the house itself. Now with the EZ Mounts, so just, one thing I did, I just kind of measured where the actual backer piece and corner piece starts and come out from there, because that's going to be your most sturdy spot right here when you come down your run and end it here in the corner. This is going to be your most sturdy spot. So you can measure from the top of this to the top of if you have a trim on your house or something like that, you can measure from the top of there to here, and that'll help you keep a straight line all the way across. And then you just want to make sure that you put it, space them out enough to where you have space here where it's sturdy, but then not too flimsy. So as you can see on this side, I used one at the bottom, one about halfway up, and one almost to the top there. One piece of advice as well is you want to try to make sure to get one of these in, especially if you have a split here. You want to try to make this as close as you can, because then the piece won't wiggle. So because if you have a lot of, so you kind of see I have to put another one right up here, but you can kind of see how, if you look closely, you can see kind of how it comes down, it kind of droops a little bit. That's just because of the way that the Coro comes together. There is still a little gap, so there's a little wiggle room there. So if you just go to the left of there, there's holes on that side, and also that side as well. If I put one over here in that hole on the top, it'll strengthen that up to where it won't droop as much. So another thing you can use, and this is what I used last year. So what I used last year is just the regular trim from Boscoyo Studios. And all this is just a small thin piece of their trim, and you just take it, you can put 1/2 inch EMT on the back side, zip tie it to the back, and then I got the SFL their file from them to actually 3D print these little magnetic clips. And all the magnetic clips, there's washers here. This was actually for my spinner, but as you can see, it just comes up and you can adjust it and it'll sit there. The only issue that I found with this is, as you can see, there is a little play in it, just because the screw head is not completely set. If you can see to the side, that screw head is not completely flush with the washer, so there is a little play there, and it kind of takes away from the strength. I actually had an issue last year, just after New Year's. Up at the top in the middle, that's where I have the snowflakes, the big snowflakes, the EFL 46-inch snowflakes, and I think some wind got a hold of it and it took it down, and everything was on, as you can see, everything was on magnet mounts, and this sucker, everything came down, pretty much. My entire garage face came down, so that was kind of a bummer. So I'm trying to do some little more safety. So this is definitely a good advice for new first year people. If you have big HC props that have, more than a couple hundred pixels or so hanging, and you're only going to use magnetic mounts, I would highly recommend, if you go to the top of your soffit or on the roof line there, I would highly recommend putting some hooks up there and running some fishing line down and going around your prop. That way has a little safety net, so if it does fall, make sure you get the appropriate fishing line test, and that way you'll be good to go. If something does fall, it will catch it with that fishing net. So yeah, it's just kind of an idea, some ideas on this. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these videos throughout the season as I set up, geared towards first year people in the hobby, or also second, third year. This is my second year, so I just want to kind of give back to the community that's gave so much to me during my first year, just to help people out, maybe answer some questions that I had when I first started, so people can get the help they need and get their shows up and running for Halloween or Christmas. All right, guys, appreciate you watching. But stay tuned. There'll be some more videos coming out in the next few weeks with different things that can help you set your show up. All right, thanks, guys.